gathered to recognize and celebrate the achievements of the senior class of 2021, which are numerous. While we spend our afternoon celebrating all of the achievements listed in your program, I also want to take time to acknowledge the hours of kitchen table homework sessions, countless conversations about grades and progress reports, the laughs, the tears, and the celebrations that have happened over the last 13 years of your education. You know better than I do your story to get to this point. Congratulations to all of you on a job well done. Before we move on, I'd like to specifically thank a few people. Mrs. Christy Mosier and Mrs. Katie Thomas from our counseling department, along with Ms. Patty Wieskamp from the office that worked tirelessly to put this program together to honor our students. Please join me in giving them a round of applause. We would also like to thank our Board of Education members for their support, as well as our district administrators, Dr. John Schwartz, Dr. Brian Moshman, and Dr. Brendan Tracy, for their support of our high school programs. Thank you to all the staff and teachers and administrators from the elementary, intermediate, and middle school buildings who laid the foundation for our students' successes, and to the staff and teachers of the high school who have carried the baton for the home stretch. And last but not least, to all of our parents, community supporters, benefactors, and all who have supported our students and invested in their education over the years. Thank you. We'll begin this afternoon by acknowledging our academic letter winners. Norris High School annually recognizes students who have shown a consistent dedication to and achievement of academic excellence through the academic lettering program. The academic letter is awarded to students in their sophomore through senior years of high school who have maintained a cumulative grade point average of 3.75 or higher through their 3rd, 5th, and 7th semesters. Historically, this award was bestowed based on each student's performance in core content areas only. But for the 3rd year in a row, and 2021 will be the first graduating class to have benefited from this change, we have included all academic areas in order to acknowledge the unique strengths and interests of our diverse student population. It is my pleasure to recognize the students listed on the screen whose perseverance and dedication to learning has earned them a Norris High School academic letter. Next is the Presidential Excellence Award. Our next award is the Presidential Excellence Award. Students who have achieved a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or higher and scored in the 85th percentile or higher for both reading and math are eligible to receive this award. Recipients, as I call your name, please come to the stage to receive your certificate. This year's recipients are Mathia Boone, Taylor Boudreaux, Noah Bratt, Corbin Fix, Brendan Hanway, Luke Harms, Olivia Hegler, Sadie Horning-Share, Josephine Ivy, Austin Kennedy, Sean Kyle, Callie Kroger, Isaiah Langston, Abby Roller, Sydney Schlesinger, Charlotte Sherman, Marshall Severson, Madeline Starr, Isabella Sudo, Grace Van Hott, and Braden Weekly, and Evie Yandra. As long as your hands aren't too tired, let's give one more round of applause for our president and our secretary. And please be careful on the stairs. Next, we'd like to recognize this year's recipients of the Principal's Award of Excellence. In order to earn this award, seniors must have maintained a 4.0 cumulative grade point average throughout the first 7 semesters of their high school career. It is my very great pleasure to announce this year's recipients of the Principal's Award for Academic Excellence. I think I'll speak for all of us and say let's save our applause so we get everybody up here so we don't miss any names, and we'll talk for all of them at once. All right, Ryan Barrett, Mathia Boone, go ahead and come on up. Taylor Boudreau, Sierra Bryant, Caroline Driscoll, Corbin Fix, Brody Gable, Georgia Howell, Ty Hoff, Olivia Hegler, Sadie Hornenscher, Joshua Kester, Sean Kyle, Callie Croker, Isaiah Langston, Grace Macklin, Molly Ramsey, Sydney Schlesinger, Charlotte Sherman, Marshall Segerson, Madeline Starr, Isabella Sudo, Grace Van Cott, Evie Yandra, and Reagan Zepner. Another round of applause for our principal. Next up is the first of many external honors that our seniors have earned this year, the Omaha World Herald All-Academic Program. Students in the Omaha World Herald All-Academic Program were in the top 4% of all graduating seniors across the state of Nebraska. The top 2 students ranked in their class, as well as any student that scored a 32 or above on the ACT, were nominated. The following students were nominated based on these criteria and are this year's recipients of honorable mention. Mathia Boone. Please be clapped. Josephine Ivy. Sean Kyle. Grace Van Cott. And Madeline Starr. Congratulations again to our Omaha World Herald All-Academic. We'll now turn our attention to a series of awards which recognize the superior performance of our student athletes and activity participants. A major part of the high school experience is involvement outside of the classroom. At Norris, students learn to work as part of a team, hone their physical and mental acuity, and develop leadership and time management skills necessary for success in school and the future. Normally, Dr. Mitchell-Stein, our Assistant Principal and Activities Director, would have the esteemed privilege of presenting these awards. However, like these student participants, Dr. Stein wears many hats and has many responsibilities, and is right now fulfilling his professional responsibility in his role as the Eastern Midlands Conference President at the annual Executive Council meeting. While he wishes that he could be here to present these awards, we also appreciate the countless hours of advocacy that he does on behalf of both our students within and the conference and the Greater Nebraska Schools Activity Association. It is my honor and charge to stand in here for him today to present these awards. Dr. Stein passes along his sincere congratulations to the following award recipients. First, the Titan Award. Titan Awards are given to student athletes in recognition of their participation in 12 sports during their high school career. Students will be given a plaque and have their names added to the Titan Award winners of the past to be displayed in the high school's main hallway. This year's recipients are Mathia Boone, CJ Hood, and Molly Ramsey. Have a round of applause for our Titan Award recipients. Next is our Athletic Excellence Awards. This award is given to any athlete who has earned 60 points or greater throughout their athletic career at Norris High School. Points are earned each year as follows. Letter winner, 2 points. EMC All-Conference or top half of individual medals, 5 points. EMC Honorable Mention or bottom half of individual medals, 3 points. State Qualifier, team or individual, 4 points each. Super State or State Champion, 15 points. First Team All-State or individual state runner-up, 10 points. Second Team All-State or individual medal winner in remaining top half, 8 points. Honorable Mention All-State or individual medal winner in bottom half, 4 points. Academic All-Conference, 1 point. Lincoln Journal Star, Academic All-State, 2 points. NSAA Academic All-State, 2 points. This year's Athletic Excellence Awards are given to honor the athletic careers of Mathia Boone, James Carney, Crystal Crack, Grace Downing, Izzy Howell, CJ Hood, Callie Croker, Taylor McMurray, Matthew Medill, Dylan Meyer, Molly Ramsey, Bryson Schultz, Brianna Stein, bestow on students at Norris and I have the distinct privilege to award are the Hall of Honor inductees. Students whose names and pictures adorn the walls of our main hallway have performed at some of the highest standards of excellence we have at our school. Their hard work and determination is to be commended and their achievements honored to inspire future generations of Titans. Athletic Wall of Fame inductees. To receive the Athletic Wall of Fame recognition at Norris High School, a student athlete must be recognized or awarded one of the following. First team All-State awarded by the Lincoln Journal-Star or Omaha World Herald or Nebraska Coaches Association, or state champion in an individual sport. This year's Athletic Wall of Fame inductees are James Carney, C.J. Hood, Dylan Meyer, Molly Ramsey, Callie Croker, Alexis Wiggins, Maisie Bosiger, Ella Waters, Brianna Stye, Trey DeVoe, and Alexis Bishaw. Congratulations for our Athletic Wall of Fame inductees. Next, we have the Fine Arts Wall of Fame. To be an inductee in the Fine Arts Wall of Fame, a student must meet the following criteria. Recipient of the John P. Sousa Award for Band or the Louis Armstrong Award for Jazz Band. Selection into All-State Band, Orchestra, or Jazz Band for at least 2 years, or another equally prestigious state, regional, or national band. Selection into 3 honor bands that require an audition and no nomination bands. Or recipient of at least 3 superior ratings from Elkhorn Band Olympics and or the District Music Contest for solo performances. This year's inductees are Brody Gable for vocal music and Maestro Clark for vocal music. Their award plaques are still being finalized by our manufacturer, but we still want to call them up on stage to celebrate them. Thanks, guys. Next up, we have speech. Criteria for speech on the Fine Arts Wall of Fame requires a student to be a member in honorary standing of the National Speech and Debate Association and to have earned 750 minimum competition points. Students must have competed in at least 2 different events at NSAA district and or NSDA qualifying competition. They must have qualified in events for the NSAA state competition by placing in the top 3 at the district level at least 3 years and medaled in NSAA state or NSDA qualifier competition twice or meet 3 of those criteria and qualify for NSDA nationals. These achievements require and reflect a commitment to speech at Norris throughout the student's high school career. This year, Zachary Foz has met these criteria. highest degree of honor for student members of the National Speech and Debate Association by earning a minimum of 1,500 competition points. He competed at NSAA district and state competition his freshman, sophomore, and senior years in oral interpretation of drama, duet acting, entertainment speaking, humorous interpretation, and dramatic interpretation. There was no NSAA district or state competition in March of 2020. Zach was double entered at state every year he competed. He performed at the NSDA Nebraska South National Qualifiers Tournament 3 of his 4 years in domestic extemp, humorous interpretation, duo interpretation, and dramatic interpretation, and will be representing Norris and the Nebraska South District at the NSDA National Competition this June in dramatic interpretation. But wait, Zach, there's more. As a parting comment from his coaches, Zach has been a motivated and highly successful performer for the Norris Speech program throughout all of his 4 years. Congratulations, Zach. Next up, we have Academic All-American. To be eligible for the National Speech and Debate Association's Academic All-American Award, students must have earned a degree of superior distinction, at least 750 points recorded for competition rounds, which typically earn 3 to 5 points per round. They must have completed at least 5 semesters of high school, demonstrated outstanding character and leadership, earned a minimum GPA of 3.5 on a 4.0 scale, and be recommended by their coaching staff. This year, we would like to recognize the following Academic All-Americans for National Speech and Debate: Josie Ivy, Zach Foz, Alicia Fry, and Noah Niemeyer. Another round of applause for our academic. Next up, we have the Norris Athletic Boosters Scholarship. Continuing to recognize the great community support athletics at Norris has, the Norris Athletic Boosters Scholarship recognizes student athletes that are Titan Award winners, ranked in the top half of their graduating class, and plan to attend an accredited college. The Norris Athletic Booster Scholarship is valued at $500, and this year's recipients are Mathia Boone and Molly Clancy. Recognizes students who have demonstrated consistent involvement and outstanding achievement in the Norris Vocal Music Program. Students receiving this award not only participated in various Norris choirs, but also exhibited a commitment to learn and excel through the opportunities such as auditioning and being selected for district music contests, musicals, as well as local, state, and national honor choirs. Recipients have also demonstrated leadership throughout their years in the vocal music program. This year's recipients are Maddie Solspart and Brody Gable.
For several years, it has been the honor of the Norris Band Boosters to award scholarships to deserving students graduating from the Norris Bands program. As a representative of the Band Boosters, it is my honor to present this year's Band Booster Scholarship. This $500 scholarship is based upon the students' active participation in the study of instrumental music in their high school career. Scholarship, dedication, consistent participation, and outstanding performance are the characteristics that have been exemplified by all past recipients of the Band Booster Scholarship. This year's recipient is no exception. It is with great pride that I am able to announce the representative of this year's scholarship, Luke Harms.
Student Council Scholarship recognizes members who have made many contributions to their organization. Applicants must be a member of Student Council and write an essay discussing Student Council's benefit to their life, as well as share their Student Council contributions during their years on the Council. These students are not only involved, but also have a positive influence on the Council and the entire community. We are thankful for their service. Selected in part by the Student Council underclassmen, this year's recipients are Mathia Boone and Student Body President Sadie Horningshare. The next scholarship is the Norris Leadership Scholarship. The Norris Leadership Scholarship is sponsored by the Norris Student Council and recognizes one senior that has shown exceptional leadership. The student is nominated by a Norris teacher and must carry a 3.5 GPA or higher, demonstrate and understand the value of hard work, have a good work ethic in the classroom, demonstrate respectful behavior in and out of the classroom, possess qualities of good character, demonstrate positive and high leadership abilities and standards, and plan to attend an accredited college or university. This student has shown Norris what positivity, a servant leader, and the meaning of giving of self is all about. This year's recipient is Callie Kroger.
Dream Scholarship was established to create an opportunity for every graduating Norris High School student to further his or her education by attending Southeast Community College in Lincoln, Hilford, or Beatrice. Southeast Community College and Norris School District have partnered with the Norris School Foundation to offer this scholarship program. The scholarship would not be possible without the hard work and dedication of FFA farming operation, as well as a generous contribution by Jackie Berniclaus of Berniclaus Educational Solution Team. The recipients will receive tuition and fees paid up to 60 credit tuitions at Southeast Community College. The recipients are Haley Bowens, Skylar Curtis, Ellie Jolly, and Isaiah Cruzy.
Scholarships value service and giving back to our community. They value putting others first and being a patriot. These traits were part of the discussion in selecting this year's recipients. Criteria for these scholarships include good citizenship, leadership, high moral standards, and outstanding service to our community and society. Our first scholarships are from the Cortland American Legion and Auxiliary Post 253. The American Legion is the nation's largest wartime veteran service organization committed to mentoring youth and sponsorship of wholesome programs in our communities, advocating patriotism and honor, promoting strong national security, and continued devotion to our fellow service members and veterans. The Cortland American Legion and Auxiliary Post 253 offers scholarships to those that meet the aforementioned characteristics. This year's recipients are Brody Gable and Lydia Brown.
Good afternoon. My name is Martin Neal. I'm the commander of the Hickman American Legion Post 105 here in Hickman. I'm also a veteran of the war in Iraq. It is my distinct honor to be in the presence of a group of fine young Americans as we are today. First, we'll begin with presentation of scholarship awards. The criteria for this award is to be a graduating or a graduate of Norris High School, or to be a graduating senior or a blood member relative of Hickman American Legion Post 105. This year, there were 25 outstanding applicants for the awards, and I commend the district in their efforts to prepare our students to become productive members of our society. The recipients of this year's $750 scholarship awards are Sierra Bryant of Norris High School and Brenna Lee of Fall City High School. Next, I'd like to present the Citizenship Award. Presentation of the Citizenship Award is based on the criteria for those who display qualities of courage by facing adversity and striving to do right without applause or personal advantage, honor by having high moral excellence and strength of character to do what is right and true, leadership by being able to work in harmony and unison with others to accomplish group action, patriotism by adhering to an ideal of loyalty to the United States of America and by promoting a tolerance for others, and finally, scholarship by reflecting the fine traits of academic merit, perseverance, efficiency, intelligence, and service to others who, through unselfish behavior, fellowship, and promotion of the interest and welfare of all. This year, the Citizenship awardees are Medea Boone and Brody Gable.
This year's recipient of the Cortland Lodge 194 Scholarship is Emily Kurtz. Emily embodies all of the characteristics aforementioned, such as good citizenship and high moral standards. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. I'm representing the Hickman Kiwanis Club, who Kiwanis continues to serve the children of the world. We have 2 recipients of a scholarship to be provided by our Hickman Kiwanis Club. Today those recipients include Devin Hendricks and Mathia Boone.
Good afternoon, my name is John Nell. I am the Orson Master for Hickman Lodge number 256, Ancient Free and Accepted Masons. Freemasonry is the world's oldest fraternity, and we are dedicated to making good men better and supporting our communities. One of the ways we support our communities here at Hickman Lodge is by giving away several scholarships. This year's recipients are Riley Burnside and Matt Damon.
This year's recipient of the Princeton VFW Scholarship is Devin Hendricks. Devin has demonstrated great service to his community, and after reading his application, I know he's very deserving of this honor. Norris High School and its students are honored to also be supported by several community organizations. These organizations recognize students for their merit, desire to help others, and lead, and their ability to give back to the community that has given so much to them. Our first community scholarship is the Thomas M. Davies Scholarship. Thomas M. Davies enlisted in the Navy just 1 month after his daughter was born when the attack of Pearl Harbor occurred. He served on a destroyer as the intelligence officer for the North Atlantic Convoy Fleet for 2 years until he was transferred back to Washington in 1944 to Naval Intelligence Headquarters. After the war, Davies enrolled at Harvard University. Upon returning to Lincoln, he began to practice law with his grandfather and became a founding partner of the law firm Ricketts, Davies, Stewart, and Calkins, which also had a branch office in Hickman. This scholarship was established in his honor, and the recipient is Evie Yendra.
Hi, my name is Alan Hammond from Cherry Tree Giving Foundation. This scholarship is to honor my mother, Vicki Beth Hannon. She fought cancer all her life, and she was a good mother. I thought of her last Mother's Day. She's been gone about 25 years. She taught me to keep looking up. She said it was to look at God. I also thought it reminded us to have a good attitude. I work at a cybersecurity company called CrowdStrike, Vice President Engineering. Got into internet early and studied chemical engineering. My company went through an initial public offering 2 years ago. My wife and I decided to start a foundation to help make the world a better place. We call it Cherry Tree Giving Foundation, and we decided to donate a scholarship in my mother's name. We both attended the high school, graduated 30 years ago. Most of you weren't alive. We needed high school, but parted for 20 years and got back together about 6 years ago. Norris was a good school. Not sure I thought so at the time. Frankly, I don't have any others to compare, but it gave me a strong fundamental education. Thinking back to names, very few of you know, Gracie, Hayden, Ramos, my wife's father, was the head of the math department. It also taught me to push back, and I had a lot of anecdotes about those, like the time that the assistant principal called one of my classmates out for wearing a Catch It shirt. You probably don't know this, but Catch It was a silly surfing brand in the 80s, and he thought it had something to do with cats defecating. My other friend had a New Order shirt, which was an electronic band from England, and someone told me he couldn't wear it because that was clearly Nazi propaganda. But we pushed back on that. And on the website it says, quote from Richard Feynman, "Study hard what interests you the most, but do it in the most undisciplined, irreverent, original manner possible." So I just want to suggest, I don't know how many of you are angels and problem kids and all that, that I think if you follow the path that people lay out for you, you probably have a comfortable life. If you make your own path, you'll be more successful. Madeline Starr stood out as being the most likely to do the most good to make the world a better place. This was a remarkably difficult decision for us. My aunt and uncle are professors in Colorado. My sister is on the scholarship committee. We probably spent 60 hours total looking through everything and deciding. So I really want to thank everyone for the time and effort for the other 13 applicants. Really appreciate it. We wish Madeline the best at fixing Chicago. At least that's what she wrote in her essay. Among our great cities, Chicago is probably the worst. The crime there, the murder rate, the poverty, the corruption, the learned helplessness is terrible. So if you can make a dent in that, God bless you. The story about the man throwing starfish on the beach really resonates, because when I first saw this, I said, why even bother? You know, that place is so messed up and it's just endemic. But I George Bernard Shaw that the reasonable man adapts himself to the world, and the unreasonable one persists in adapting the world to himself. Therefore, all progress depends on the unreasonable man or woman. So with that said, Ms. Starr, please be unreasonable.
Good afternoon. My name is Brian Garden, and I am here on behalf of the Hickman Area Chamber of Commerce. Today we are awarding a scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to the student that we felt best demonstrated a desire to pursue a career in business and best exemplified a spirit of volunteerism. This year's recipient is Sean Kyle.
Good afternoon. I am Megan Kuhneman, and I'm here as a representative and the treasurer for the Norris Association of Educators. The NAE is comprised of teachers from across the district, and this $250 scholarship is for seniors who plan on attending an accredited college or university in the fall and are entering a helping profession such as education, social work, ministry, nursing, or a similar field. The recipients for this scholarship are Nathia Boone, Sierra Bryant, Emily Kurtz, and Madeline Starr.
Good afternoon. It is my honor to present this year's PEO Star Scholarship on behalf of Hickman PEO Chapter IB. The PEO Sisterhood is one of the largest community-based organizations, women's organizations in North America, with almost 250,000 initiated members. Our organization provides loans, grants, and scholarships for women through its 6 philanthropies. The PEO Sisterhood is committed to helping women achieve their educational goals. The PEO Star Scholarship recognizes the accomplishments of graduating high school young women planning to pursue post-secondary education. In presenting this $2,500 scholarship, the members of Chapter IB in Hickman are pleased to recognize our honoree who demonstrates excellence in leadership, extracurricular activities, community service, academics, and potential for success. Our PEO Star Scholarship this year is presented to Sadie Arnig-Shear. Additionally, we are equally pleased to recognize Sierra Bryant as the winner of a $225 local scholarship. Sierra is recognized for her excellent work in the classroom, the community, and her potential for success in the future. Congratulations, Sierra.
Good afternoon. I'm here with Laura Devine. We are representing the Norris Foundation. The Norris Foundation manages tons of different scholarships, also is responsible for seed grants, anything to support Norris students. This year, the foundation is responsible for handing out over $40,000 worth of scholarships. The first scholarships we'd like to give out are the Director Scholarships. These scholarships are awarded to students who have truly distinguished themselves as outstanding academically and overall leadership. These are 4 $2,000 scholarships, 2 for boys, 2 for girls. This year's honorees are Brody Gable, Isaiah Langston, Lethea Boone, and Madeline Starr. The next is the Founders Scholarship, and according to Dean Lessman, he told me when you were originally on the board of directors of the foundation, you gave $1,000, and that's where these $1,000 scholarships came from. The Founders Scholarships are scholarships awarded to students who have also truly distinguished themselves as outstanding academically and overall leadership. This year there are 3 boys and 3 girls. Excuse me, 4 boys and 4 girls. Boys are Sean Kyle, Marcia Severson, Austin Kennedy, Luke Carnes. Girls, Evie Yendra, Grace Van Cott, Sadie Horner-Shear, and Josie Adler. Our next scholarship is the PTO Scholarship. This is awarded to Norris School District students. Recipients shall be determined by a majority vote of the Board of Directors of the Foundation and should be awarded to the following. Boys, Ryan Barrett and Kate Rice. And girls, Grace Macklin and Taylor Chambers. We'll be back with some more in just a little bit.
Good afternoon. My name is Holly Beatty, and I'm from Housing and Construction. I'm pleased to be here today to present the Housing and Construction Scholarship. Housing established this scholarship years ago to assist students who will be furthering their education at either a 2-year or a 4-year higher education institution. The criteria for this scholarship is a graduating Norris student who will be majoring in construction technology or a student who will be entering any other technology program. I am pleased to announce this year's recipient, Brandon Hiller. Brandon will be studying electrical technology at SCC. Congratulations, Brandon.
Hello, I'm Scott Coho. I'm here on behalf of our family, on behalf of my brother Chad Coho. Chad was a graduate here at Norris in 1998. He participated in numerous activities, especially sporting events. He was a multi-sport athlete playing football, basketball, and then baseball. When we didn't have a school season, he played for the Hickman Legion at Hickman. After that, he also played college baseball, community college in Peru State. Unfortunately, my brother passed away a few years ago, and my family thought it'd be a good way to keep his name in the community. So with that said, I'd like to offer this $500 scholarship to Dane Small.
Good afternoon, my name is Jerry Prange. Today I'm here on behalf of the Lakeview Scholarship. The Lakeview Care Center Scholarship was established by the Lakeview Nursing Home Board of Directors in 2013. The 57-bed nursing home opened its doors for care in Firth, Nebraska in 1970 under the direction of 3 area churches, Firth, Pella, and Holland. This scholarship is awarded on behalf of the many dedicated caregivers, volunteers, and area churches that serve those who call Lakeview their home for a time over the years. Although the facility was closed in 2012, the commitment to the community remains strong and will be carried on for many years through the endowment established to benefit our youth in the Norris School District. It's our hope and prayer that you appreciate the education you've received here at Norris and in some way give back to the communities that have played such an important role in your education journey. The recipients of these $2,000 scholarships are Lethea Boone, Sierra Bryant, Taylor McMurray, and Grace Macklin.
Good afternoon, my name is Chad Otto. This year marks the 23rd consecutive year that we have given out funds as a result of men's alumni basketball tournament. Annually, this event brings back over 100 alumni along with their families. Even though we've been unable to hold the event for the last 2 years, we have been able to continue our annual giving. The recipient of this year's alumni basketball scholarship is Kate Rice.
If any other members of our families here, please stand. 2 scholarships in the honor of my dad, and I was just talking to my mom, between my dad, mom, and I, after this year we'll have 100 years of service at Norris. Also want to thank all the people that have donated to Dad's scholarship. The first one is a teaching memorial scholarship. A student must be going into teaching with the preference of anyone going into coaching, and this year's winner is Taylor Diedrichs. Dad started the wrestling program here many, many years ago, was head wrestling coach for 34 years. So the second half of the scholarship is a $500 scholarship, and the only criteria is you must have participated in wrestling, and this award goes to Dylan Meyer.
Good afternoon. My name is Dennis Rosane, and I'm privileged to represent Rosane Machine Inc. For 2 years, the scholarship has remained unclaimed. The amount is $500, and we've added $500 each year. The current value is $1,500. The scholarship is to support endeavors of pursuing an education in the following careers: mechanical engineering, manufacturing engineering, precision machining, and automation. Like many of the endeavors you folks are pursuing, it is a very important endeavor and one worthy of pursuit. Many of you will pursue careers with the goal of designing the latest and greatest. To bring your design to reality and a product will require the manufacture of a physical object. For this reason, Rosine Machine Inc. fully supports the education of individuals pursuing the endeavor of designing and manufacturing those products. This year's recipient is a young person who has demonstrated a desire to pursue a career within the bounds of the scholarship. I add that this person has demonstrated this through his manufacture of items to realize his designs. I am pleased to present the 2021 Rosine Machine Inc. Scholarship to Sean Codd.
If there's anyone from the Brianna Titterington family, if they would stand to be recognized. The next scholarship is the Brianna Titterington Memorial Scholarship. It's established in memory of Brianna Titterington. Brianna died tragically in a car accident her junior year at Norris. The applicant, what has the applicant overcome to achieve or pursue their goal? Their students must tell that story in an essay. This is one $500 scholarship, and this year it goes to Reagan Settlement. Going to bring Chad Otto back out for another scholarship presentation. All right, we have one more with the Ed Baker Memorial Scholarship. Ed Baker was a longtime English teacher here at Norris. Scholarships are to be awarded, and they can vary in number, close to $1,000 as funds allow, and shall not be less than $500. Applicants shall have shown an interest and involvement in the area of language arts to include English, drama, speech, or journalism. The applicant's intended future course of study may be considered, but shall not be controlling in the awarding of the recommendation scholarship. The applicant shall submit an example of their writing and 2 written recommendations from persons who are not members of the Language Arts Department, faculty, or family. The board shall consider the recommendations from the members of the Norris High School Language Arts Department and/or faculty. The board shall also give due consideration to recommendations from the Baker family, who I know read all these essays. This year's award winners of $750 scholarships are Sierra Bryant, Brody Gable, Sadie Horning-Shearer, and Josie Ivey. Now we have Chad Otto with the Dorothy Barron Scholarship.
Today I have the honor of presenting the Dorothy Barron Scholarship. Dot, as many of you know her, was my grandmother. Her history reaches deep into teaching, where she was a 4th grade teacher here at Norris for 27 years and taught for 30 plus years. We probably have some parents or teachers in the audience that have had her as a teacher or have taught with her. Not the pointing fingers. For those of you that knew her as a teacher, she always had a joke, magic trick, card trick, or if you were really lucky, you were allowed to make her homemade winning fudge in class. Probably not allowed today. This year's recipient of the Dorothy Barron Scholarship is Reagan Borey.
Our next scholarship from the foundation is the DeBoer Schmuddy Scholarship. This scholarship gives priority to students with a minimum GPA of 3.3. Participation in high school athletics is preferred. Preference given to students who are planning on majoring in education with an interest in coaching. This is a $1,000 renewable for all 4 years of their college career. This year, The award goes to Callie Kroger. The next scholarship is the Larry Grossands Scholarship. Larry is a longtime administrator and board member. Larry actually hired me many years ago. The scholarship is established in his memory. Preference is given to applicants with plans to pursue a career in education or special education. Preference given to students with an appreciation for financial assistance. They must be ranked in the top half of their graduating class. Emphasis on how recipient responds to essay questions, and note the recommendation letter should highlight the student's character and potential for future success rather than an emphasis on current high school achievement. This year there are 3 scholarships, and those go to Reagan Forey, Maddie Stolzbart, and Emily Kirk. Our next scholarship is the Gaina Trucking Scholarship. Applicants with an entrepreneurial mindset will be given higher consideration. Emphasis placed on how applicants respond to questions concerning career goals and vision for the future. It's one $1,000 scholarship, and this year it's awarded to Rayleigh Burnside. Our next scholarship is the Wes and Betty Mathis Scholarship. Wes and Betty both worked for Norris for many, many years. Wes for a total of 52 years and Betty for 14 years. They were given the Norris Band of the Year award twice, exemplifying their passion and dedication for Norris. Wes and Betty never missed an event. The scholarship was established in the honor of Betty and also to celebrate the contributions that her and Wes have made to the Norris community. This year there's one $500 scholarship, and that's awarded to Brett Henrich. Next scholarship is the Scott Martin Memorial Scholarship. This is a $500 scholarship, which is paid in 2 installments for $250 each semester. The student must be in the top 50% of their graduating class and have been involved in high school athletics all 4 years in at least one sport. It is preferred that the student has received less than $1,000 in scholarship money. One $500 scholarship is awarded to Blake Whipple. Staff Sergeant Christopher Swisher Scholarship. This scholarship was established in the memory of Christopher Swisher, a 1995 Northeast graduate who was killed at the age of 26 in Baghdad while fighting for freedom. Recipient is a student identified with a learning disability and is in academic good standing. This year, a $300 scholarship is awarded to Abby Galvin. This last scholarship is the Sam and Elaine Wilson Scholarship. The scholarship is established in the memory of Sam and Elaine Wilson. Sam served on the first Norris School Board and was instrumental in the Norris consolidation. One $1,000 scholarship is awarded to Sean Kyle. If you're looking for anything to do with any of your extra money, the foundation will gladly take it. Thank you.
As mentioned, earlier, Norris is blessed to be supported by many families and organizations within the Norris community. Through their scholarships, they are able to provide opportunities for the next generation of community leaders. The Todd Garrett Cruzy Scholarship has been made available by Norma Cruzy in memory of her son Todd and also her husband Garrett. This scholarship was established in memory of Todd Cruzy, who graduated in 1983 from Norris High School. His life was taken in a tragic train accident several years after he graduated. He was very active in high school, especially in the areas of music, athletics, and FFA. Todd also had a strong faith in God, and he lived that faith out in his daily life. Todd had a love for music, and he had a great talent for singing. Many of the songs he sang were a reflection of his faith. We also honor Garrett Cruzy of the Cruzy Brothers Partnership, a local farming enterprise. Garrett died at age 51 when Todd was only 13 years old. We honor Garrett Cruzy today for his induction of the Center Pivot Irrigation System to this area. Through Garrett Cruzy's strong vision, persistence, and extensive research, he enhanced the agricultural production here in the Firth area in Lancaster County. The main criterion for this scholarship is that the recipient displays a strong Christian commitment. The secondary criterion that is considered is involvement in music or FFA, since Todd had an interest in both of these areas. This year's recipients are Emily Curbs and Isaiah Langston. The next scholarship is sponsored by Champion Seed, an agricultural seed company out of Ellsworth, Iowa. It was founded by family partners Seth Hill and Brett Hodenfield. I happen to know the local DSM, Mr. Jared Mosier, who's also my husband. Champion Seed believes that finishing stronger in the field means finishing stronger in the classroom, and they want to show support for the next generation who will continue to change the face of agriculture. This year's recipient is Brett Heinrich. Next is the Miller Family Scholarship, sponsored by the John Miller family. The recipient must be in the top 25% of their graduating class and plan to major in math, including engineering or teaching. This year's recipient is Marshall Severson. Security First Bank of Cortland Scholarship looks for a recipient that has a cumulative GPA of 3.0 or higher, and priority was given to a Cortland resident or a Security First Bank customer. This year's recipient is Minthia Boone.
This year, National Honor Society assisted in recruiting blood donors for Norris's blood drives. As a community, we donated over 153 units of blood this year, saving over 459 lives. Since 2004, NCBB's scholarship program has been encouraging blood donations from high school students, and thus ensuring a sufficient blood supply. The program is designed to award scholarship funds to high schools based on the success of their blood drives. Considering how important blood drive donations are to our community, please donate blood if you are able. This year's recipients are Matt Damon and Emily Curbs. We each donated an exceptional 5 times while at Norris. The following multi-donors are also receiving a Nebraska Community Blood Drive Scholarship: Noah Brack, Maddie Collier, Brandon Hiller, Josie Ivey, Taylor McMurray, Maddie Miller, and Blake.
chosen to join the military. From National Guard to active duty, we're so proud of your commitment to your community and your country. You join the great tradition of servicemen and servicewomen who choose to serve while pursuing education and careers. At this time, we will recognize individual scholarships and awards, as well as the students who are in the top 10% of the graduating class. Information was gathered from the senior survey sent to students in April. Please contact Patty by tomorrow if you'd like to add any additional scholarships or awards to be included in the graduation program. Congratulations to the class of 2021 on your many achievements. A couple of quick housekeeping things. If you received a scholarship today or are in the top 10% of the class, please see your alphabetical counselor at the front of the stage after our program to receive a folder with important information about the scholarship that you received. Also, please contact Patty via email if you'd like to add any additional scholarships or awards for the graduation program. This is for everyone. At the conclusion of our program, we invite you to take pictures of your senior in front of the Norris backdrop out in the hallway. We suggest leaving by no later than 3:15 in order to get out of the parking lot before the after-school traffic begins. And students, you may go home or return to class, but we do ask that you don't linger in the hallways. So finally, parents, grandparents, family members, and other special guests, thank you for being a part of these students' journey that has led them to today's celebration. We know that this was not the year that we expected, but we are so happy for the ways that this experience has taught us all about resilience and overcoming obstacles. 2 things, seniors, that will serve you well in your next chapters. Sponsors and presenters, thank you for your continued support of the Norris community. We are excited to be celebrating with you in person again. A special thank you to Patty Wieskamp for organizing our presentation, our program, and so much more. Thank you to Dr. Moshman and Mr. Sagerman for joining us and giving us your time today. Thank you to the members of the Norris National Honor Society for their assistance this afternoon. And at last, thank you again to everyone for joining us today. Congratulations, seniors!